Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
A General Hospital fan podcast. Hi!
Hi!
Welcome to the General Hospital recap of September 14th through 18th. We have a guest with us today, little Madeline.
Hi.
She's here before cheer practice because we got busy weekends of momming.
I said to her last night she had to come with me, and she's in the back seat. I'm driving, and all of a sudden I hear her go, "Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?"
We have a fan!
She can do our intro for us.
Aw, that'd be sweet. Listen to my mommy and Miss Shannon. Aw, that'd be nice. You know what, though? Because I was thinking about it. Have we ever had a cheerleader on General Hospital? I don't think any of the girls have, or guys have ever been.
Wasn't Christina one?
Was she? When she was little, maybe?
I don't know. We'll have to go back and look.
I don't know. But I was just thinking, I'm like, there's been a lot like in sports and stuff, but we've
Right.
never had that I can
don't know.
recall.
We'll have to write in and complain if not.
Yeah. So I took my notes in different colors so that each
God,
day.
You're such a dork, but go ahead.
So I was like, well, because how many times you're like, so on Monday and on Tuesday, and I'm like, I don't know what
well,
day
see,
that
I
is.
did the opposite this week. Mine just kind of ran together.
So where do you want to start?
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have the unpopular opinion of I felt like I could do without this week.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. The Mike story just dragged on. I said this before. Dragged on and dragged on.
How could you not? Are we talking about that first? Let's talk about.
You talk about whatever. I'm just saying, for the whole week, I don't have that many notes because I just felt like.
I have 3 pages.
Oh, all right. Well, where are you starting then? Go ahead.
They did such a good job with that. We'll get into that.
We can argue about that in a minute. Go ahead.
I said, could Britt be pregnant, and is that why she came back? Because she told Julian they had to talk.
Yeah, maybe. I wanted to yell at them too for having a conversation in the hallway where Felix is just listening around the corner.
But it appears that Felix is going to be sticking around.
Which is good because I love him.
And I said that I definitely don't think that Britt is in on whatever Cyrus is planning.
No.
I think she's just on a power trip where somebody's finally recognizing me for my medical skills and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And she's totally blinded by it. So
Right. No, I agree. He was acquitted. Come on, he's an innocent man.
I roll.
Nice eye roll there.
I liked Sasha standing up to Ned.
Yes. I'm concerned for her, though, and her flashing back to doing drugs.
Yeah.
I was really hoping they were going to make it a one-time mistake and not just keep going on and on with it.
Right. What do you have?
Oh, Brooklyn deleting the messages. Grow
No.
up. Come on.
No. And especially where that's going to hurt Olivia.
Right.
I don't feel, I did not.
And I feel like she's too old for that. If she would have been, I don't even know, Emma's age maybe, but as a grown woman, you wouldn't delete messages.
No. And not when you care about the woman, the
Right.
other woman, and she's traveling, she's.
Right, and she was nothing but nice before she left. It's not like she was part of the falling out. She was trying to mend the relationship.
Well, and so sticking on that, wasn't she staying at the Metro Court? So why does Chase have to have her shacking up with him?
Because she's injured now. She needs someone to watch out.
No.
Don't give me that look. Yes, that's the reason why. Yep.
No.
She needs someone to
Willow's
look after her.
face when he said that she was going to be staying with him.
Yeah. But her and Michael were cute this week, which I know you don't want to hear, but she did a good job of being a little wife.
They did do a good job. Well, we are just going to fly through all this stuff.
I'm telling ya. Oh, now that Neil's dead, is Alexis going to get her license back? It's the cause of the problem?
But she still did the thing. So what means that it's not going to happen again?
What is Alexis,
with the next person?
What's Alexis going to do without being an attorney?
I don't know. Get osteoporosis. Although I totally saw that one coming.
Yes.
When she went to the hospital and they're like, okay, we need to run additional. When Portia was asking all those questions, I was like, she's either going to be arthritic or osteoporosis.
Right.
I think that she and Ned might get back together.
Oh, that would be good.
They're both
so cute together.
They were. And he's taking care of her right now, and she's leaning on him. So.
I would be okay with that. And I'm good with the osteoporosis. I like that we've talked about this 100 times. They shed light on different diseases, and, in most people's minds, she's way too young to get it. So
I really liked that,
blah, blah.
yeah.
I just feel like it's too soon.
Right. She just lost the guy who made her happy for one day.
Exactly. And then Mike just died, and now we're like, woof, right into this.
Does she even know that Mike died yet?
Probably not.
No.
Because Christina hasn't been around.
Okay, so checked that out on Instagram. very, very, very popular question. Like, where the heck has Christina been?
Mm-hmm.
And Lexi Ainsworth is coming back in a couple weeks, she said. So I'm thinking we didn't see her after COVID. Or if we did, those were scenes that were...
Right. I heard she was doing a movie.
She was. So that's also been on her Instagram. However...
But I still feel like not even a real FaceTime call. It could have just been like, hey, Dad, Christina's on the phone. Hold the phone up to his ear and have her voice say, Grandpa, I just want you to know I love you, or something like anything. Yep. Like, come on.
Carrie Higgins posted on Lexi's Instagram saying, we miss you on GH. Are you coming back soon? It was just a couple days ago. She said, I am making an appearance in a few weeks. And Carrie responded back, fans are very upset that you were not there for Mike's farewell. You being his, quote, blood granddaughter, you should have been there. P.S. Thanks for answering me. I love Chrissy. And Lexi responded, thanks for watching the show and the support. And Carrie responded, I love your scenes with Mo. Your chemistry together is amazing. Always looking forward to your return. Have a great day. And Lexi responded, love working with my fam. So much grace.
Right.
And kindness in her response. And then the next person is, my name is Shantae. Shanti. My name is Shanti.
Okay.
Why haven't you went to see Mike? Where are you at? And Lexi responded with crying emoji and the shrug.
See, so yeah, they dropped the ball.
So she doesn't know.
Definitely would have done a call in, something.
Yep. And then Purple Map Dot said, yes, have missed you through this storyline. It makes no sense.
Right.
And like, by the way, we've also missed you during, your storyline of the Donna Day.
Exactly.
Lexi responded back just with the heart. And Zenly Ray, sorry if I'm butchering your name. Hey, lady, so sorry to see you haven't been in PC lately to be with your family, but I'm hoping you pop in soon. Miss you. And there were a ton of other comments.
Right.
But
no, it totally makes sense. If she's doing something else, they're encouraged to pursue outside activities. That's awesome. But since they're on good terms, it doesn't make any sense that she wouldn't have at least pretend phone called.
Right.
What the heck?
And Diddy 2020 responded to My Name is Shanti saying, it's definitely weird, but it happens all the time. Which, yeah, it does. But I feel like Jonathan Jackson came back to let Luke go.
Right.
One day.
Right.
I'm assuming he came back for one day. He was never going to come back. Well, we want you to come back, Jonathan
Please
Jackson.
come back.
But
it was never the intention that they were bringing the character back. He just popped in for that one day.
Right. All three Carlys.
Yep.
Even though there's been 4. Came back for the Sunny's memories, So.
No, I'm with you. It's crazy.
It really doesn't make sense that Christina wouldn't have even sent like a video message,
Right.
So.
Nope. I am
It appears that Lexi Ainsworth is also not sure.
Right. Which makes it even worse because I feel like she would have said, sorry, my schedule just wouldn't allow. And instead it was, no, they didn't even ask.
She didn't say that. She just did crying emoji shrug.
Which means, they didn't even ask, in my opinion.
She didn't say that, though. So do not.
I said in my opinion.
Okay, in your opinion.
Amanda, there you go.
Do you have an idea for a podcast but don't know where to start? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Anchor is such an easy way to record and edit a podcast, and you can do it from either your phone or computer. Best part is you don't have to worry about getting it out there. Anchor distributes to many platforms, so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. You can start making money right away without having a minimum number of listeners, too. Anchor really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place.
Why doesn't Trina have Taggart's last name?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were married.
And she's close with her dad. It's not like they got divorced when she was a baby and so Portia changed her name. And it's not like there was a bad divorce.
Right.
Where it was an issue of safety and everything.
Maybe because he was undercover.
Okay.
For her protection, you don't use the same last name.
Maybe. But undercover, he would have had a different name.
Just in case he got found out? I don't know. Depending on what you do with the police stuff, sometimes they're extra cautious with that.
I'm just curious. It just occurred to me.
Ava and Nicholas?
I loved it.
I loved it too. I didn't see it coming.
Did not. And not for nothing, I thought that love scene was way hotter than a lot of the stuff they actually show.
Right.
I loved it. Andy got her consent.
There you go.
Sorry. But, he made sure that, okay, are we seriously doing this? Or are we just like both in a mindset? And then tomorrow you're going to be like, what the heck you seduced me? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's better for him to get consent because you don't want her being angry in the morning.
She seemed perfectly happy.
She was very happy.
I think they turned a corner.
Yes. And he was so cute with Avery.
And she's back.
I know. She's so cute.
She's gotten big. These kids.
What were they feeding them during quarantine?
But so, like, when do we get to see the rest of the kids then? I mean, I'm sure that it's up to their parents as well, and not just the studio.
And it probably has something to do with how many people are going to be around. Like in that scene.
True. She was only with
it was only 2.
Mara, and
it wasn't like they didn't take her to the nursing home to see Mike with everybody there.
But I was right. She's the one who drew all those pictures.
Yes. So cute. Mm-hmm. And I like Ava with her. She is a good mom.
She is.
You got to give her that.
She does love her, yes.
Yeah. All right, what next? Missed 3 pages in different colors.
So I thought that Dante had a wall of Post-its on his wall. When he started walking over to the wall, and it's art. But they're all different, square shapes.
I noticed.
I was like, oh, does he have Post-its all over the wall helping him? No, it was just art.
I knew that it was art, but I thought it was very weird art.
It's the only thing in there.
It's not something that's going to soothe you or kind of...
Well, and
I don't know.
Someone with potential anger issues right now should
have
that
sharp,
many.
Right. Mm-hmm. And yep. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yep.
Noticing things like that.
I think that Dante's going to come back because of his flashback memory, forward memory.
Right.
Thinking of what Mike would be saying to him.
Yes. I was confused at first when they did that. I was like, did I miss that happening? I don't remember. And then when they showed the flash forward of Mike with someone else, I was like, oh, okay.
They're doing all those flash forwards, yes.
Because, he kept talking about all he missed with Rocco. And I'm like, huh? You didn't miss anything. I mean, you did, but not like baseball games and stuff whenever he was little. So
he's probably missing them in the past 2 years.
Yeah, and that's what they were referring to. But when I first saw it, I didn't realize it was a forward flash. I thought it was a flashback.
Yeah. And I just said that I hope Dante gets to say goodbye, and we know that did not happen.
Right.
I was kind of bummed that they did not show, and maybe it'll come this week during the memorial. So I hope that they do show some of the Ron Hale stuff.
Yes.
And no disrespect to Max Gale, I feel like that's important.
Right, because that gives us the basis for the Sonny and Mike relationship.
Yeah. Right. So they did it with Edward. They showed all the Edwards, in his memorial.
But Edward was more of a legacy character.
Yeah, but they can still do it. There's only been 2.
I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm just saying.
But they need to show how their relationship grew.
Yes.
And Sonny was so young. Like, they can't reenact those scenes.
Right.
So I really hope that whatever they need to do to make that happen, happens. Let's do everything around that and we can get further into it.
Oh, Nina and Jax, that was a pointless storyline this week.
But Avery found the necklace.
She did.
I hope that Nina doesn't think she's Nina's.
Oh my God. I hope she can do some math and figure out that wouldn't work. Oh, the bar that they went to was Ryan's bar, and apparently that's from some other soap.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I thought I should take a picture and didn't, because that happens too sometimes.
Ryan's bar in its heyday. Was it on Ryan's Hope? Because it says Ryan's bar in its heyday. Yeah, they owned Ryan's bar.
All right, there you go.
Huh. I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
And that was another one of those things I just happened to see on one of the Facebook groups, and I was like, oh, that's so neat that they're reusing other sets, or older sets, different soaps.
Or at least making the name. Huh. Okay.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I made fun of. Do they really let you just leave the hospital and then come back to the hospital, and then they end up discharging you anyway? Brooklyn's like, I need to go see Mike, so they took her. And then she came back, and then Portia's like, well, you shouldn't go home, but I'll let you go home. Don't you feel like they wouldn't? If you leave, you discharged yourself.
Right.
You're done.
Yeah.
You don't come back for a few hours.
Yeah. I didn't really follow that.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Just weird stuff I don't understand why they do. Because she totally could have discharged herself, went and saw Mike, and then went anywhere. He wouldn't go back to the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, Molly and Brando. I'm still annoyed with her.
Okay. We need to remember how we would have been reacting the same way at her age, though. We would have totally been freaking out the same way. With it only, TJ's her first and only love so far.
Yes.
Absolutely. I started to look at it from that perspective, and I was like, yeah, I would have been freaking out the same.
No, I feel like you would freak out the same, but you still want to be rude to him. It's not his fault. He didn't take advantage of her.
True.
And she's the one
but
that
I don't think she's being rude. She's just, if I were her age again, I'd be like, seriously, you can't be around him because, especially being so inexperienced, she doesn't know. TJ can't, pick up the scent that something happened unless she continues to behave that way.
Right.
But she thinks that I'm just going to give her the being young and naive pass on this.
Okay. No, I'm over it. She's always been more sophisticated and grown up than her age. So at this point in time, I feel like she should at least just know not to be so weird.
But she doesn't because she's never been in this situation before. She doesn't know how to.
Well, then you shouldn't put yourself in the situation.
She didn't know that she was going to be in the situation. She thought TJ left her.
Well,
I'm giving her the young and inexperienced
she
pass.
lives in a soap and anything can happen. I don't know.
Although I have a problem with call up
Two
many of your friends.
women. Right. Let them have the pick of the litter.
Right. At the same time.
Yeah.
I was like, are they trying to make a mini Bachelor episode? Like, just because he's in a dry spell doesn't mean he needs a harem.
Right. Maybe they'll have Dev come too and he can pick up whatever Brando doesn't want.
There we go.
No, so awful.
Okay, let's go out with CJ one night.
Exactly.
And you don't talk about it in front of the guy.
Right. Let's go bowling and invite them here. And then let's go see this band and invite this one instead and see who he clicks with more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're both inexperienced in all of these things. Molly has a ton of friends from law school. A ton.
I've never seen any of them. But okay.
We did. We saw those 3 friends. The one who was complaining or like was being such a bridezilla.
Yes, but just for that.
Well, she's out of the loop.
Gone. There's nobody else.
Right.
It would be nice to
that
have
would be the
some
other
younger.
2 girls probably.
Probably. But maybe they could come up with some more friends.
Maybe.
Again, she's done how much stuff and she only has 2 friends? That's a little odd. But Brando said yes to going to the protest against Renault. That's going to be trouble.
That's going to be very interesting. I love Olivia.
She's so cute.
With her little trying to overtake. And she's like, a little help here.
Trying to pretend like she's a spy, even though she's had no training.
Well, like some people were giving her a lot of grief that you shouldn't be holding that with one arm and stuff like that. But
it's not normal that she holds that. And she's trying to fight off the bad guys or protect herself from the bad guys. So, of course, she's not going to hold it perfect. I was happy that Ethan came back. Maybe that's when Christina will come back. So they can have that romance they never had because she was too young.
Christina is no longer interested in men, though.
Oh, I thought she went either way. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I just thought that's what we decided.
I didn't think. When did she say that?
I don't know that she said it, but just her infatuation with Shiloh after coming back from...
But that wasn't sexual.
It wasn't sexual, but I felt like it was a crush.
I don't. I don't think it was anything romantic or like anything relationship-y other than I really like what this guy is saying. I think if it was a female, it would have been the same exact thing. Not necessarily that she would have had a crush on.
I felt like it was a crush because I felt like there was a little jealousy there with Sam.
But it had nothing to do with the attraction. It had to do with he was getting the attention to her. But it had nothing to do with...
I don't think it was like a lust attraction. I think it was she did have such admiration for him that she would have been okay if it went into a relationship.
I don't think that ever crossed her mind, relationship-wise. I don't know. I think she was upset that Sam was getting the attention that she wanted from him, but I don't think it had anything to do with...
See, I thought there was always a crush there. That was my opinion. I don't know.
I did not.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I don't know who else they'd put Ethan with. Maybe
Sasha.
He can be the one to break up Spinelli and Ellie so that Spinelli and Maxie can get back together.
I don't think so. I like how you try that, but
I'm trying to come up with something for that to work.
Who could they put Ethan? Let's bring in a new character.
That would be okay too. Sasha would be okay. I feel like they would be good together because she's getting a little boring. So. Yeah,
but if she can, I feel like he would not stop her from going down.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know. Like that's the thing. No. He did a lot of skeezy. Like he's done some very questionable things.
But he still has a good heart. He was still one of the good guys. No, see, I think he would be the one to pull her out of that.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
Interesting. Yeah, she's really our only option right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved it. And there's mixed reviews on Instagram about...
There's always mixed reviews on all of it.
But most of it's just the fact of how she was holding the gun. And it's like, she wasn't even trying to actually shoot. She was just like, guys, I have no idea what I'm doing here, but...
Right. I think that was supposed to be the exact way that she played it. I got this. I don't know what to do with it. Here, take it. Go ahead. And Holly, she's still alive, which we kind of knew.
We totally do.
But she's not out of danger
But
yet.
it's Emma Sands.
Yes. Well,
we knew that it was going to be.
No way they could bring anyone else back, especially last week when they started doing the flashback. I like the flashback with the ring. That was nice. Robert looks so young. Oh my gosh.
He sounds so young too. Mm-hmm. Like, do you notice the difference in his voice?
Yes.
It's so cute.
I love him.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't think so. I think that's okay. Where do you want to start with Mike?
It was too long. I'm sorry. Everyone portrayed everything perfectly. I have no complaints about the characters or how the storyline went as far as them trying to keep it as true to real life as possible. Like I like that they had the priest come in and do last rites.
Yep.
And all of that kind of stuff. I felt like I was watching it play out in real time, and I did not want to experience that.
I liked how they went through all of the different things with Sunny, like how Stella was like, here, you can give him a little bit of water on his lips. Here, get him a blanket. This is going to happen. And explained why. I love how many times they mentioned why they were giving him the medication that they were.
Yes. Right.
Really, really driving it home that we're not just pumping him up with morphine.
Right.
This is why we're doing it. And we're giving him the anti-anxiety meds because of his condition.
Right.
Don't want him freaking out.
Yes.
So.
No, again, I there's nothing that I disliked. I just felt like they kept dragging it out and dragging it out. I love Jason saying to Sunny, maybe you want to kind of step away.
I know.
And Sunny was like, what are you trying to tell me? And he just said, you'll get it. You'll understand. I'm not going to tell you.
I thought that Sunny did give him permission, though. Like a few times he told him, if you need to go, Dad, you can go.
But I feel like Mike needed to hear Sunny say he forgave him for all the childhood crap.
Yeah. So you might be surprised by this, but I have a problem with the butterfly.
What?
First of all, I was so super excited that they had butterfly, like mentioned all week, because I have a little bit of an obsession with butterflies.
I'm glad you said obsession, because if you were going to say like, I was going to be like, I think you pushed a little past
And Amanda
that.
gave me a beautiful butterfly wine glass last week for my birthday, and I do love it. I love it. I love it. It's got good use. I feel like the butterfly in the room was, it should have been Carly and Sunny on the patio at the home.
Right.
Talking, just sitting, and a butterfly lands on the wall or on Sunny. Because that's kind of where my obsession with butterflies came from, was when I was little, my family had a cabin, and butterflies like always land on me. They land on me a lot, and it's kind of creepy.
That is creepy.
But I love it.
But go ahead.
But one would always land on me, and they would always say it was Aunt Christine. And I have no idea who Aunt Christine is because she passed away before I was born. But I guess she loved butterflies. And
okay.
So that's kind of where something like this whole butterfly, like the reason behind it and everything.
Yeah.
I've always heard. And then I just think they're beautiful and all that stuff. But yeah, I thought that was really, really weird that they had it just drop from the ceiling.
Right. There's just one random butterfly.
Like, come on. And just stay there.
And it felt like it was like getting into evening time. Like this butterfly just randomly appears at 7:00 at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have done without that. But I liked that Brando was explaining it to Jocelyn and talking about Oscar. And and I did like all of them talking about their beliefs.
That's what I was just going to say.
And all that. I just wish they could have condensed it down a little bit. I feel like we didn't need an entire week of that.
Did you watch it all in one day?
And then I watched 3 and then 1 and then 1.
That could have been because I watched each one each night.
Okay.
So maybe just the break up of it.
And then anticipating that next week is going to be some type of funeral, memorial, something. Just
let's hope Dante makes it back for that at least.
Oh, that would be nice.
That would be
great.
great.
I didn't even think of that. See?
That would be good.
Yay. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we were right that Courtney came to welcome him home.
I know.
Did you cry?
I screamed. I cried. I was so excited.
Oh,
and I watched it at 10. Again, I watched it at 10 o'clock at night. I need to
Your poor
stop.
family.
I know. I was like, yay, Courtney.
And why did you have to stop doing your podcast? Well, you see, Shannon kept waking up her family by screaming in the middle of the night, so we weren't allowed to watch it anymore.
Okay, you were up until like 3 a.m. How was 10 p.m. middle of the night for you?
I don't wake up my kids by screaming at 10 or 3 a.m., so...
Okay. If it was 3, I would not have... I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It was a reaction. You couldn't control it.
It was. Because after all the talking of Adela, I thought... Maybe I was going to be wrong and it was going to be Adela.
Yes.
And when he was like, I know you, I was like, oh, Adela's going to come get him now.
It would have been nice if they both could have been.
I know.
Could have done.
But I think Courtney was also wearing the same outfit that she was when she visited Spencer.
Yes.
So, and she does not age.
No.
I mean, we know Courtney is dead, so therefore, yeah. But, man, Alicia Lee Willis, good job.
Mm-hmm. I do wish they could find some way to bring her back.
I wish that she had gone over and like kind of gently like hugged Sunny or something.
Right.
Just crap. Okay. Sorry.
Oh my God. You're so funny. I didn't cry.
But it was.
I thought it was very beautiful though. Yeah. And
I need to stop playing it out even further because it played out exactly how I thought it was. And I was okay because I already cried about it. And then I add one more thing. And or even Jason, because I mean she was married to Jason.
Right.
Okay.
Still thought it was crappy that Spencer, again, didn't call or show up or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make much sense that Spencer's mom is going to be the one that takes him home, but then Spencer didn't even bother to say, hey. I did like that Nicholas was regretting letting them, not letting them spend time together and him talk about Courtney and all that.
Yeah.
So that was good. But yeah, I don't know. There's no one part that I can complain about that I didn't like. I just felt like we really could have condensed it down. And they kept popping back and forth between storylines for just a 3-second break, and then they'd pop you back over, and it was like, I don't know what you're doing. Keep me in the moment so I can get all emotional, or just make it this snippet. I don't need back and forth for what felt like hours on end.
Right. I just hope that's not it for Stella.
I hope not either. No. There's other people that need help, so she needs to stay and help them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The old folks' home's full of other old people that she should be advocating for and helping.
I agree.
Anything else? That was pretty quick and easy because it really was the only storyline for the week, pretty much.
I thought there was a lot between that and then Olivia and Robert.
I liked the Olivia and Robert storyline. I could have done with a day of that, but I felt like everything else, because they did bounce back and forth. It was just enough to be like, wait, why am I watching this? Okay, now we're flipping over here again.
It should have been Olivia, Robert, Mike, and Nicholas and Ava.
Yes.
Should have been the only ones.
Right. Like Nina and Jax really were completely pointless.
Yeah, they need to get on with that.
Yeah. Hopefully Avery finding the necklace will jumpstart it. But even then, Avery found the necklace when she comes back. Avery found the necklace where? She's not going to announce it. She jammed it in her backpack because she didn't want to get in trouble for having it. So.
And who would she even reveal it to that would be like, oh my gosh, that matches Nina's?
I figured she'd just have it on and be having lunch at the Metro Court or something, and Nina would see it.
Okay.
Because assuming, I know because my kids go back and forth, sometimes they'll have on something, and I don't know where it came from, and I just assume from their dad's house or whatever. So I would assume there's not going to be a conversation if she does start wearing it. But even then, she's not going to say, oh yeah, whenever I got out of my room and went wandering in the woods when I wasn't supposed to.
Right.
I found this necklace. And even if she does, who's to say it was Nell's?
Yeah. Unless they fingerprint it.
True. I don't know.
Avery could be visiting with Sunny. Michael and Willow are there. Willow sees the necklace and says, oh my gosh, I have one just like that. And there's your twin story.
There you go. I hope that's not true, though. I don't want them to be twins.
They did talk about Silas, though.
Yes.
Which is really weird because a lot of the times they don't really reference.
Right, because they don't want you to remember how
Michael Easton has been 6
same
characters.
Person plays 1,000 characters.
Yeah. I know. That's all that I have.
That's it. I did not take extensive notes this week. Good job with your color coding. You're such a dork.
Thanks.
So that's it. What's your do reality check?
Yeah, remember how I said I was gonna have something?
You kind of promised us. So I was expecting a big story.
No, I don't. So just about nothing happened this week. We're doing the junior ROTC picnic this afternoon, and I was supposed to be doing my dinner on Blanc tonight, but it's getting postponed.
Oh, no.
But somebody potentially came in contact. And
I better to be
even though it was 6 of us,
but
even if it was 6 of us,
yeah,
we're all we all have kids.
Right.
None of us are willing to.
No, I understand, but that just sucks because I know you were really looking forward to it, and the actual event got canceled, so the fact you were doing your own version.
But we're going to be doing it again soon.
Okay.
Yes. Hopefully, next month.
Okay.
So, fingers crossed it works out. Yeah. Sorry. It was not as... Let me run through my calendar again real quick just to make sure I didn't miss something. Yeah, no. Sorry.
Jeez.
My son's been doing a lot of grocery shopping.
That's so awesome, though.
He's actually going right now. I gave him a list, and
I love it.
For what I want to make for the cookout.
That's awesome.
Picnic, whatever it is.
I knew what you meant. Awesome. Well, I'm boring. I don't have anything either. So this is an awful reality check. Here's the reality of how boring we are. Yeah, Madeline has her cheer game tonight. Last night we had a birthday party for Matt's dad because his 40th birthday was earlier this week. And nobody had done anything, and you know how crazy my family is about birthdays. So I don't know what really makes it a party other than here's the cake and some presents, but
it's something.
Yeah. So he was appreciative. It was nice, and I like hanging out with Matt because I don't see him enough. He has a new friend, a nice young lady that's going to school to be a nurse, and he's been spending time with her. So,
Okay.
We'll see. I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. And our school decided to go back 3 days, alternating weeks.
So confusing. I feel like every
Why?
month I'm going to be calling you. Hey, what letters?
I don't know. I don't even remember when the kids actually don't have school. Oh, well, that's something. My daughter's school is randomly closed Monday and Tuesday. Nothing has been reported, but they want to review how they've reopened and everything. And so yesterday we got the call that they will now be closed on Monday and Tuesday. So there's my reality check. I get to figure out how I'm still going to do that because I already have stuff scheduled.
Right.
So hopefully my husband's going to be able to work from home.
They should have given you a little more notice than that.
Well, it's the only time that they've ever had to do this. So
I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what any of the schools are doing. I feel so bad for all the teachers and all the students and all the parents and everybody. It's just so surreal. So I don't know what the right answer is, but I feel bad for just how everything changes. Even with this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday stuff and then flip-flopping. Like, how do you find childcare for that whenever you have a younger one? Right. This week, I mean, no babysitter, nanny, whatever, once that unstable of hours. Right. This week I need you 3 days. Next week I only need you 2. Blah, blah, blah. Right. No.
And then it could go back to needing you 3 permanently because they might change their mind.
Right. Or we'll go into 5 and then I just don't need you at all anymore. Right. Okay. No.
Oh, it's crazy.
It is.
But we hope that everyone out there that's doing the same juggling, it's not even a balancing act, it's like a juggling.
Right. Good luck to all of you.
Yeah. That you're hanging in there. Madeline, you have anything you want to share? How's school going? Good.
Anything exciting this week?
No.
No?
Just ready for your cheer game?
Madeline got a 100 on her spelling test this week.
Woo! Awesome.
So that's exciting.
Awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They did do that well. They're doing, at least for right now, obviously it won't work the same way once they start doing the switch, but all of the testing is done on Wednesday when no one is in school. So it's fair across the board.
Okay. So how are they getting? Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yep. Just gonna zip.
Yeah.
Well, and then one of the classes doesn't even have a webcam, so on the days that they're home, they don't have anything to do.
Nice. The older girls, I just figure they're going to figure their stuff out because they need to start being independent. And Madeline is still young enough. She only has one teacher. So everything has been pretty consistent. They did have an issue yesterday that the computer decided to update in the middle of the day. And the teacher, yes, was like over here talking to the in real life kids in her classroom. So she didn't catch it in time and it shut down. And I guess IT told her, like, you can't restart. So it was like 45 minutes or whatever. They just
recess.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that was just lunch and recess for 2 hours.
Yeah, extra lunch and recess for 2 hours.
There you go.
But I wasn't home. I had to take my mom to a doctor appointment, and Megan stayed home with her. So Megan's calling me like, all of a sudden, Madeline's computer's not working. And I checked my email real quick. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and then I looked at mine, and I was like, oh.
I'm glad you knew to check your email. Good job.
It's
crazy that second graders have email, but whatever. So, yeah, just plugging along. That's our reality.
Yep. Same. So join us on Thursday as we talk about, we're going to talk about the beginning of Anna Devane.
Oh, the beginning, and then the middle, and then the end. I feel like we're going to be talking about Anna for the next 3 months. We have
It's going to be 3 weeks.
Squish it down. I know that the written material is not that much, but I feel like once we turn to YouTube, we're going to have to keep each other in check or we're going to get lost.
I haven't watched anything for the beginning yet.
No, me neither.
I feel like, though, when we so what we're doing is introduction of Anna on General Hospital. Then we're going to switch over to All My Children Anna because there's a whole other Anna. Not even the same. Just the same name.
Right.
And same actress. And then we're going to come back to General Hospital.
Yes. It's going to be fun and interesting. I'm scared for us because that is going to be a very deep rabbit hole that you could get lost in if you let yourself.
Okay. So it could be 4 weeks.
Right. I'll just call you every day. Like, stop watching. Just stop watching.
We're going to max it at 4 weeks, and perhaps we might take a little bit of a break.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
We're going to figure this out.
Who knows what pops up? We'll just go from there. But no, I'm
As
excited.
you all know, we still have to do things that we talked about doing last year. So
yeah,
it just happens. But we are sticking with this one.
Yes. No, I want to do it. I just, like I said, scared.
Even though she wasn't on this week. Because my first thought was, we should do Ethan. And then I was like, no, we need to do Anna. We talked about Anna.
Just maybe we can do 2 of Anna, and then an Ethan, and then the rest of Anna.
If he even
and that'll, like,
stays.
break it up if he stays. I don't know. We'll have to see. It'll be interesting.
We'll
either
figure
way.
it out.
Exactly.
Hey, who knows? We might surprise you and not even do Anna or Ethan this week. It's going to be something.
There you go.
All right. So
Have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.